Guys, guess where we're going? And look at my t-shirt. We are just off to the motherland with my bestie. Bestie, say hi. Hi. So we're just about to jump in the taxi, and I'm hoping that we've got time because I promised you guys I was going to do a live at the airport. So I'm hoping we'll have plenty of time to do that. But we are just off. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed and hit that bell notification. Guys, so with this flight, it actually stated that our big suitcase is supposed to be 32 kilograms and one hand luggage, which is 8 kilograms. But when we got to the airport, we're told that it's supposed to be 23 kilograms, of which we showed her our ticket and what it states. But then she said the system is saying that we are overweight. Normally when we book our flights, we have two 23 kg suitcases and one 8 kg suitcase. So when we saw that this one actually had one suitcase, but then it was 32 kilograms, we thought, okay, that's fine. So when we're checking in, she said, well, you have to pay the extra weight. And the extra weight was actually £120 per suitcase. So we already had to pay £240 for the two suitcases, of which I think they were over by something like 9 kilograms or something like that. And we also had an extra suitcase that we were prepared to pay extra for. So I was a bit annoyed because obviously we were prepared to pay for the one suitcase, but our ticket stated something different from what the airline told us when we were checking in. Otherwise, we would have made sure that our suitcases were actually 23 kilograms as usual, because normally you have two 23 kilogram suitcases, but this one actually had one 32 kg suitcase. So because we wanted to get on the flight, we ended up paying well over £400. I think it was 480 or something like that. And she said, you know what, just put in a claim and send the information that you have on your ticket. So hopefully I can claim the money back or something. We will see. Guys, so I've just had some food. Just going to board now. We didn't have to wait that long because actually we came a bit later than I wanted. But that's fine. So just going to board. It's still quite busy though. I wasn't expecting it to be so busy because like the kids go back to school in a week, I think, sometime next week. But I think it's probably going to be busier beginning of August to mid-August. As we were boarding, we were told that there's a storm in Frankfurt and no flights were actually landing in Frankfurt. So we actually got on the flight and we sat there for like an hour and 45 minutes. Luckily, I had a book and I also had some green tea. And the wait didn't feel that long, but actually it was just over an hour and 45 minutes. So at first I was quite worried about our connection because we were supposed to have only an hour and a half wait in Frankfurt, but then I remembered that there were no flights that were actually landing at that time. So hopefully the Joburg flight is also late. Everyone's running for their flight. Oh, guys, everyone's running for their flights. Everyone's running for their flights. Where the hell's 52? Guys, we have never run so fast, honestly, because as soon as we landed, our flight was supposed to be leaving for Joburg in like 10 minutes, so we had to literally run.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, my name is Captain Johannesburg. On behalf of Lufthansa and the entire crew. We would like to inform you that charging electronic devices using a power
cabin crew seats for departure, please.
Guys, guess what? When we landed, none of our suitcases were actually with us except for the hand luggage, which is kind of understandable because the first flight was already late anyway, so chances of them having moved them to the second flight was very, very slim because we actually had to run for our flight. So we have 3 missing suitcases and we only have our hand luggage, so hopefully it's going to be with us in the next couple of days. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell notification and leave a comment for me, guys. You know I love reading your comments, so please leave a comment for me and see you in the next one.